Welcome back, Fair Grove. This week's theme is about the season fall. Now let's go check out this week's practice.
This week on College and Career Ready, we'll be interviewing our Vice Principal, Ms.
Falcons. This week is all about fall. Tune into my show to see how to make an Appalachia snack.
Wow, what a big football week in Fair Grove. This week we'll be talking about the big scores of the games.
Hey Fair Grove Falcons, as we head into the fall season, tune into my show for upcoming events.
Welcome back, Falcons. Fall season is here, but we want to ask you, what is your favorite season of the year? So tune in to our show to find out what Fair Grove thinks about their favorite.
Welcome back, Fair Grove. I'm your host, Angel Bermudez. And I'm your co-host, Sandy Martinez. Let's start off with sports news with your host, Elias Mendiola.
What's up, Fair Grove? I'm Elias Mendiola. Let's start with NFL. This past Sunday, Raiders took on the Bears and lost with the score of 22-20. Sunday, October 11th, Raiders take on the Broncos at 4:25 p.m. Also, Chargers beat the Browns with a score of 27-30. Chargers play Sunday, October 12th against the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8:30 p.m. The 49ers were beaten by the Green Bay Packers with a score of 17-3. The 49ers play the New York Giants October 11th at 5:30 p.m. Now let's move on to college football. USC did not play because of their bye. USC plays October 8th against Washington at 6 o'clock p.m. Also, UCLA lost against Arizona State with the score of 38-23. UCLA has a bye. Let's head back to the studio with Angel Bermudez and Yesenia Martinez.
Thanks, we'll be back, Fair Grove.
You know you can't have that on in school, right?
Oh, really? Yeah, stop talking to me. Yeah. Really?
I'll take that.
What was that for?
Tomas, you cannot have your phone on campus anytime. It needs to be put away in your backpack.
I'm sorry. Can I have my phone back now?
Tomas, you can have your phone back at the end of the day when your mom comes to get it. Or if this is the second time, you can have it back at the end of the year.
Okay, fine. I'm here to pick up my phone.
Yeah. Tomas, come to my office. Alright. I need you to sign right here that you're taking the cell phone and that he won't bring it back.
Oh no, you can keep it. He won't have it the rest of the year.
No, please, Mom. Please.
Fine, but next time it'll be gone forever.
Okay, fine.
Sign right here.
That was the wrong thing to do. Here's what you should do.
Oh no, my phone's still inside my pocket. I better put it somewhere back.
Remember to keep your phone off and inside your backpack.
Guys, I'm bored. Hey guys, let's play some tag.
But wait, I have to turn in my book on time.
Come on, turn it in later. You have plenty of time.
Okay.
Hey.
What do you guys think you're doing?
Playing?
You know you guys aren't supposed to be playing in the library, and your book's late. Hey, you're all gonna have to go up to the office right now.
Guys, I'm bored. Hey guys, let's play some tag.
Shh, we're supposed to be quiet in the library, and first let me turn in my books.
Yeah, come on, let's play.
No, we're not supposed to be playing in the library, and I have to turn in my book or else it's gonna be late and I'm gonna get
in trouble.
Okay, you're right. We should play tag outside instead of in here.
Yeah, let's go.
For this week's show, we'll be giving you a video of why the season changed, but before I do, let me explain a little bit about it. The seasons changed because the Earth is tilted.
Since the Earth is tilted when it orbits around the sun, some places are hotter than others.
Ah, the seasons. It gets cold in the winter. Flowers bloom in the spring. We get lots of sun in the summer. And leaves fall in the fall. See, the Earth's seasons affect every living thing on Earth. That's right. Seasons affect the way everything grows and changes every year. The reason we have seasons on Earth is because the Earth is tilted. Now let's say that this is the Earth, and there's an imaginary line going through the middle of it called the Earth's axis. It's tilted, and it stays tilted as the Earth goes around the sun at 100,000 kilometers an hour. That's 1 billion kilometers every year. Now, not only is the Earth going around the sun, but the Earth is spinning. And when you're on the part of the Earth that's toward the sun, it's daytime. And when you're on the part of the Earth that's away from the sun, it's nighttime. Now, the seasons work in kind of the same way. When the part of the Earth that you're on is tilted toward the sun, it's summertime there. So when it's summertime here at Nye Laboratories, on the other side of the world, it's wintertime in places like South America and Australia.
Hey, Bill, your shoe's untied.
Oh, thanks. Then, when the part of the Earth that we're on is tilted away from the sun, it's wintertime here. And it's summertime on the other side of the world. Isn't that wild? All because the Earth's axis is tilted. That's the reason for the seasons. Why are the North and South Poles the coldest places on the Earth? Well, please consider the following. Let's say that this heat lamp is like the sun, because it's hot. And let's say that this globe is like the Earth, because it looks like the Earth. Anyway, we've mounted thermometers on the Earth like this. See? Now, the one at the equator is just about off the scale. And the one at the South Pole is right around the room temperature mark. And the ones in between are somewhere in between. That's because the heat is hitting the one at the equator almost straight on. Whereas at the poles, it's just barely grazing by. And then somewhere in between, well, it's somewhere in between. You see, it's not that the equator is closer to the heat. It's that the heat is hitting it more straight on. See, if the Earth were sitting like this, then this thermometer would be the hottest, and this one would be the coldest. Anyway, that's why the very warmest places on the Earth are right around the equator, tropical rainforests and jungles. And the very coldest places are at the poles, because they're the ones that the energy from the heat lamp just barely grazes by. I mean the energy from the sun. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me.
Do you notice, though, that the axis about which the Earth turns is not straight up and down. It's tilted to one side, at an angle of 23.5 degrees from the perpendicular. This has a lot to do with why we have different seasons, as we shall see.
Let's say that this plastic globe of science is like the Earth, and we have 2 solar panels mounted on it. Now, solar panels convert light directly into electricity. So right now, these 2 panels are making enough electricity to run these 2 little motors. Now, right now, both motors are going about the same speed. Now, notice that we have one panel in the northern half of the Earth, the northern hemisphere, and one panel in the southern half of the Earth, the southern hemisphere. They're both receiving about the same amount of light. But let's say it's summer here at Nye Laboratories in the northern half of the Earth, the northern hemisphere. That means that the Earth would be tipped toward the sun about like... Now look, the motor in the southern hemisphere is just barely moving, while the motor in the northern hemisphere is spinning like crazy. Now let's say it's 6 months later, and the Earth has gone around the sun so that its axis is tipped this way. Now look, it's reversed. The one in the south is going wild, and the one in the north is slowed way down. See, what that means is that This panel in the southern hemisphere is receiving more light, more energy from the sun than the one in the northern hemisphere. It's just like the Earth's seasons, right here with the solar panel plastic globe of science.
Using a flashlight, you can see for yourself that direct rays are concentrated on a smaller area than slanted rays. This is why direct rays produce more heat.
Whoa, that was very interesting. Thanks, Bill. That's all for this week, Fairgrove.
Now let's head back over to the studio with Angel Bermuda. We're back! Hey Angel, do you know who they're going to be interviewing this week? I don't know, but let's go check out College and Career Ready with your host, Samantha Rodriguez.
What's up, Fairgrove? I'm your host, Samantha Rodriguez for College and Career Ready. I'm here with our Vice Principal, Ms. Carvajal. Good morning.
Morning.
Can you explain to me your job here at Fairgrove?
I'm going to give you the really condensed version, but basically what I do is I support all the students on campus, I support all the teachers, all staff, the front office, Ms. Franson, and making sure that every day is successful for everyone and that we make the school year really great.
Do you consider being a Vice Principal a career?
I think being a Vice Principal is a really great career choice because in order to be a Vice Principal, I had to experience so many things ahead of time. So yes, I do think it's a great career choice.
What did you have to study to become a Vice Principal?
Well, I had to study quite a few things. I mean, there was leadership. You have to learn about being a great leader. You have to learn about the budget, how to make sure you spend the money correctly, not get into trouble. And then you have to also talk about discipline and the educational code. So there's so many things you have to learn about before you become a Vice Principal.
Did you have any other careers in mind other than being a Vice Principal?
Yes, I did consider other careers because my undergrad degree is in psychology, so I did consider for a moment maybe being a school psychologist or a child psychologist, but then I got into teaching and it changed everything.
Thank you for your time, Ms. Carvajal.
Of course.
That's all for this week, Fairgrove. Bye!
Thanks, Samantha. Hey, Sonia, what's your favorite season? My favorite season is winter. Well, let's go see what other people think in Weekly Poll with your host, Giovanni Garcia.
What's up, Falcons? I'm Giovanni Garcia, your host for Weekly Poll. And now let's head over to this week's question. This week's question is, what is your favorite season?
Winter.
Summer.
Summer.
Winter. Summer.
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 Summer. Fall.
Winter.
Summer. Winter. Winter.
Spring.
These are the results.
Spring got 14%, winter got 24%, fall got 14%, summer got 48%, and the winner is summer.
Well, that's it for this week's Fairgrove. I'm your host, Giovanni Garcia for Weekly Poll. And now let's head back to the studio with Angel Bermudez and Yesenia Martinez.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Gio. Hey, Angel, what's Boss Day? I don't know, but What's Up with Fairgrove was honoring Miss Franson for Boss Day. So let's go check out with What's Up with Fairgrove.
Hey Fairgrove Falcons, I'm your host for What's Up with Fairgrove. On October 12th, there will be no school for students. Sorry, teachers. Tuesday, October 13th, there will be a cross-country meet at Cedar Lane from 3 to 5. On Wednesday, October 14th, girls varsity volleyball and boys varsity football will have a game against Grandview. This will be a home game from 3 to 5. Then on Thursday, October 15th, will be Boss Day in honor of our principals. 14th, Mr. D's STEAM Club will be having a meeting in the Tech Center. Don't forget to pick up a paper if you want to join. Good morning, Mr. D. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Amber. How about you?
I'm good. And what does STEAM stand for and why is it important?
That's a good question. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And the reason why it's important is it's a great place for students to come and get used to all those subjects at one time and put them together.
What is the whole point of STEAM?
The purpose of STEAM is that we want kids, especially young men and young ladies, to get involved in the area of engineering. Okay, so mathematics and science and the arts, all that stuff helps get kids involved with engineering because we need engineers in our country. All of the major jobs that we're getting right now, the people that we're getting in these jobs are coming from overseas. So we want to start making our people in America or in the United States become much better at science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics in the hopes that they will get better at engineering.
Thank you for your time, Mr. D.
No problem.
Anything else to add?
Yes. Okay, so remember, if you want to be in STEAM Club, you've got to get an application in. It's only for 6th to 8th graders, and you have to fill out the entire application, including a grade check. So we're only going to have 20 people in the class. It's going to be every Thursday from 2:30 to 4:30. I look forward to it. It's free, but again, you do have to have an application. So if you want an application, you want to be in STEAM Club, come see me in the tech center and I'll give you one.
Well, that's all for this week, Falcon. See you next week on What's Up with Fairgrove.
Thanks, Amber.
Hey, Sonia, do you know any tasty treats that we can eat at fall?
No, but I think fun with food could help us.
Well, let's go check them out then with your host, Destiny Rodriguez.
What's up, Falcons? I'm Destiny Rodriguez and I'm your host for Fun with Food. This week we will be making a peanut butter apple sandwich.
The ingredients you will be needing are nuts, an apple, and some peanut butter. The utensils you will be needing are a spoon and an apple cutter. But before we start, you have to wash your hands for 30 seconds or sing your ABCs.
Now let's get started.
You take your apple cutter and cut your apple. You then take out the middle and throw it away. You then spread the peanut butter on your apple slices. You then sprinkle your nuts onto your apple slices.
This week we will be having What's Up with Fairgrove's host Amber Arambula try our peanut butter apple sandwich.
It's really good.
Well, that's all for this week, Falcons. Remember, I'm your host, Destiny Rodriguez for Fun with Food. Now let's head back to the studio with Angel Bermudez and Yesenia Martinez. Bye.
Thanks, Destiny. Today we have a new show called Song of the Week. So let's go check it out with your host, Trinity Santoya.
It's fall season, and this week's photos will be taking pictures of kids playing in the fall season. These photos are going to be showing kids playing with leaves and having fun. It will also be showing the different types of leaf changes and the different types of seasons. That's all for this week, Fairgirl. I'm Trinity Santoyo, and this is our new show, Song of the Week. Bye.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. Playtime we will throw the ball, back to class, through the hall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. Teacher thinks thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet that you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.